like fire. Nemo's got the mic dressed in satire. Andrew in the booth, spinning the wheel. Cameras rolling, it's all surreal. Who's the guest today? Who's the guest today? Record spinning, always winning. Rykus, Nemo, questions pinning. Andrew calls the shot, don't miss the frame. Hobby Hooligan, what's your name?
Hey, Hobby Hooligans. Welcome to Ashtabula Hobby Talk. I am KE8PBL, president of Amigos Radio Club, Ashtabula, and amateur radio enthusiast. And I'm here with...
My name's Rykus from Captain's Comics from North Kingsville, Ohio. And welcome to another episode of Ashtabula Hobby Talk.
And we're here with Tina and Emily, right? All right, very good. From the Ashtabula County 250 celebration that just happened, a month ago now. Pretty much, it seems so long. Yeah. Now, we did our own little radio recap of this 2 episodes ago. Where
you don't need us.
Yeah, but it's more fun to have you. I wanted you guys in, but you didn't respond to my messages until just now.
Oh, I was decompressing a little bit, yeah.
Well, I don't blame you there.
Yeah,
I don't blame you there.
Yeah.
So you said you were doing 2 years, 3 years working on that?
It was 3 years. We looked back at emails, and it was 3 years in the planning process to get us to July 4th, 2026. Oh my goodness.
And once you get to that point and you've got it all kicked off, all the organizational stuff is there. So I know you said the last time we talked that you didn't really want to be doing it again.
Hey, look,
is there somebody but is there somebody in the wings that you would hand it off to?
Sure. I mean, we had a great committee, and there are a lot of people on the committee that may be interested in carrying on, and any one of them would be perfect to do what we did and carry on. They could plan the 300th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll plan the 300th.
It's just around the corner.
Yeah, it's just around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll all be around by then.
Yeah.
So yeah. Only another 50 years. Well, I mean, once you've got the infrastructure and the board in place for something like that, doing it year after year after year is easier than if you were building it all from scratch.
See, I don't know how to answer that. I feel like I'm being set up a little bit. Look, we do have the infrastructure in place for the 250th. I mean, there was a lot of what we did was going out and talking to people about being excited about the semi-quincentennial, about, coming to you guys and saying, look, this is something that is truly special. This event, the 4th of July for the 250th, is special. And so that was a lot of the work that we were doing over the last 3 years. Yes, the planning process was for the event itself, putting together the kids' activities, putting together the walk of time, putting together, the vendors and the food trucks and the fireworks. That was all part of it. But really it was, trying to build the network of the people to say, look, this is really something that we really should be investing our time and energy on. So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's hope maybe somebody picks up the torch, because it would be great to see. I've never seen Jefferson like that in the 12 years I've lived here.
Yeah.
I've never seen that much excitement and activity, even with the strawberry festivals and the this and the that, and I've never seen that much excitement and activity in downtown Jefferson in the time that I've lived here.
I think you just need to give people a reason, and you give them a reason, they're going to come out.
I think you're right. And the whole thing that we wanted to make sure that came across from this is community. It was coming together as a community to celebrate our country and our county. And it really was, it was in Jefferson, and Jefferson came together as a community to put this together. Like, the village was behind us. They were super, super supportive. We could not have done it without the village. But it was coming together to celebrate how our county developed over 250 years as well. So yeah, it's a sense of community.
It's awesome. I think it's great to see people be neighbors again and community, and then drop whatever category they try to stick themselves into, whether Democrats or politics. We're neighbors. We're friends. We're family. We're next door. We're people. A community.
I agree with you on that. I think that's something that's been forgotten, especially with the way the internet handles stuff. The algorithms feed you what you want to hear.
Everyone gets separated into a category.
And I think I definitely think that showed the camaraderie and the fact that we are all way more alike, except for maybe on a few fringe issues, than we are separate and different.
I think a lot of people just need to get in touch with their neighbors more.
And that it really was a sense of neighborhood.
Yeah, it gave people a chance to put down their phones and actually come out and talk to people in person and just experience this experience it live rather than through a screen.
100%. Yeah.
Well, that's something that people are relearning how to do, I think, because ever since COVID happened, everybody got locked into the screen thing, and now people are realizing, oh yeah, there is this thing to do again, these things to do again.
Well, and I think that we found that. So Em and I have done a few events in Jefferson in particular, and I think that people are hungry for things like that. They're hungry for coming together as friends, as neighbors, and finding things to do together, and not be locked into, I've got to stay in my house, I've got to stay behind a screen. They want to come together.
Even not drive an hour away.
Right. They don't want to have to go all the way to Youngstown or Cleveland or Erie. They want something local, something that feels like them.
I think you're right, and I think people got a little taste of that, and I think they're going to want more. I think we just need to get a taste, and
even if it's not you that does it,
yes.
like somebody needs to pick up the torch.
Absolutely,
it would be a great yearly event for people. I mean, I know I go to like a kind of a private fireworks show that I've been getting invited to. So I didn't get to stick around for the fireworks show.
I wish you would have. I wish you could have been there. I don't know if you guys got to be there, but I think that, we were so busy. Em and I personally were so busy throughout the entire day that I don't think we got a chance to step back and enjoy the 4th of July. I mean, we enjoyed the parade. The parade was amazing. Thank you guys so much for everything you did to help us with the parade, your group. Emily was the parade marshal. She stepped everybody off, so she got to see it from the start.
From the very start. I got to cheer them on as they went.
Yeah. But I was standing down at the end of the parade underneath the flag. We had the Rome Township Fire Department was there with their ladder truck, and they had a great big flag hanging. And so as they came up the street, unless you run it or walk it, you don't realize Jefferson is kind of on a little bit of a hill. And it all leads up to the intersection of Chestnut and Jefferson Street. There's this incline, right? So we were sitting down at Market looking up towards the intersection of Chestnut and Jefferson Street, and we could see the parade come over the rise, and then we could see the parade come into the flag. And it was just, I have to say, it was probably one of the most moving things I've seen. I literally was like trying not to cry through the whole thing, and cheering everybody on as they turned the corner and went through. And the smiles, I mean, that was the whole thing. That's what I kept telling everybody. We have done our job. If at the end of it, everybody comes away and says, wow, that felt good. I smiled, I laughed, I enjoyed that. And I think that that's what happened with the parade in particular. But we didn't get to enjoy, we got to enjoy the parade. And then the rest of the day is a blur because there was just so much going on. And then at the end of the evening, we finally got to sit down and watch the fireworks. And, my vision for it, and Emily's vision, was that people would spread blankets out, and they'd spread chairs out across Giddings in front of the Covered Bridge Pavilion, across Giddings Park, and sit side by side with their neighbors, with their friends, with their family, and watch the fireworks over top of the Covered Bridge Pavilion. And that's what happened. And there was a brass band playing for a little while, so you could hear the music. It was it just was absolutely special, as it should be for the 250th. It was, I wish you guys could have seen it. It was beautiful. Sorry.
Yeah, I have a standing engagement on
Yeah,
for a
no, I
4th of July
understand,
party
yeah.
every year, and I can't turn it down. Or I
No,
might
I
not get
know.
invited back next
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
But
Please invite me.
it's a great fireworks
Yeah.
display show that I go to. It's privately held, and
Yeah,
they close the street off. They bring fireworks or fire trucks in,
that's
of
lovely.
like the whole thing,
Yeah,
and it's very very awesome. It's every bit as good as a professional display
Yeah.
most years. So
we're hopeful that so this was held in Jefferson. It was a county celebration, but it was held in Jefferson. We're hoping that, and I've heard some talk that maybe there might be somebody picking that up, and maybe Jefferson might do that again. I hope that they do. I don't know that for sure. I can't say
Sure,
that.
I think you started something. You set the spark, and I hope that the fire continues.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. It's obviously something that's wanted. Yeah.
So speaking on behalf of, and I don't think I'm stepping out of school by saying this, it was an honor and a privilege from the amateur radio community and all the guys who came out to volunteer to help. It really was great fun. We all had a good time doing it, and I got to see the back end of the parade the whole time. Like I never saw the front of the parade, but I got stuck back there by the. Well, what happened was, and I'll tell the story.
Yeah.
I know we were talking earlier. Is Andrew and I got the call to come help with the parade marshaling. And then when we got back there, we realized that everybody was staging along the road between the high school and the grade school.
Right.
And then nobody could get in or out. There were people that were going down there trying to find their spots, not finding their spots, turning around and going up. And it was causing huge traffic jams. So we quickly went from not being able to really help people except for like get a rough idea where their spot was supposed to be and point them in the right direction to being traffic control because people weren't getting in and out. And everybody was very polite. There were one or two people that were a little frustrated with the traffic control issue, but my opinion is if the county sheriff can respect our abilities to block traffic so that people can get in and out safely, so can angry old men.
Yeah.
I gotta say, it was a little surreal having the sheriff stop in front of me and be like, "Hey, where do I need to go?" Like, you don't know? You're asking me? I mean, I do know where you need to go, but wow, okay.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. Like having, because it wasn't just the sheriff; it was county representatives and city representative, township representatives from all over. They're like, where do I go? I'm like, I think you're over there.
We couldn't have done and I know Emily would probably say, and she would say, you'd say the same thing.
I would.
We couldn't have done that parade marshaling without your group. I mean, we had a lot of volunteers, but every time I came over, these guys were set up. I don't know if anybody out there watching came down, but you guys were set up at the end of the kids area, which is exactly what I wanted. It's not about what I wanted, but it was the vision that we had for you guys to be down there so that there are kids that don't know what you do. And the only way that they're going to know is if they're exposed to it. And so, and that was what the whole idea with the kids arcade was. We asked organizations to come out and do games and activities so that kids would have a chance to have fun and also be exposed to something that they don't know. And so, we were so grateful that you guys were down there, broadcasting. And then when I needed help, all I had to do is say, "Hey, Joe, hey guys, I need help." And there you were. You were right where I needed you when I needed you. And I needed help on the day. So we were, very grateful. And look at what this did. This brought, a group of people together. I mean, I would have never had the opportunity to meet you guys had it not been for this opportunity. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple different amateur radio groups in the county. There's the Aries group, there's the Ashtabula County
Right.
Amateur Radio Club, great group of guys in there. There's the Amigos Radio Club.
Right.
We've got a bunch of good guys in our and some individual people here and there that just do their own thing, and a lot of those people all came together to jump in there. Both clubs run around 25 to 50 members, and then you know how it is with any volunteer organization. There's 50 of you or 25 of you, and there's like 15 or 20 that do the bulk of the work.
Well, you guys have got a great organization. Ours is maybe a couple. No, yeah, exactly. It's nice to see, it was nice to see you guys all there and, watch the kids kind of see you doing what you do,
Yeah, it was good to be at the end there with all the kids too, and close to the bathrooms.
Oh,
that was a
Priorities,
big
man.
plus too. I think we
Yeah.
got something in the chat there.
Yeah, we got Vito in the chat. He says, "You guys did great job with the Ashtabula 250th celebration."
Aw, thank you, Vito. Appreciate that.
And he also wanted to see fireworks, but he had a long drive home.
Yeah.
He said he really wanted to see them.
And
Yeah.
we actually, I believe it was right around 230 contacts that we made
Oh,
as
wow.
the Ashtabula County 250 celebration. We have, huh?
Kilo 8 Bravo said call sign.
Kilo 8 Bravo. Yes, that's what we were. Speaking of call signs,
How do you
we'll talk
guys
about it.
remember your old call signs? You only use that for a day, right?
Yeah, but we set it for an hour and a half each for the entire
Oh,
day,
yeah.
like over and over and over again. In that hour and a half, I probably said Kilo 8 Bravo 50 times. So
Wow.
Dude, it's probably more like hundreds. Sometimes.
Yeah.
So you made how many contacts?
I believe it's right around 230. Vito had the actual number somewhere.
232 total is what he just said.
232 total.
Yep.
All right, there
He
we
just came
go.
back with the numbers.
So 232 people, and we have about a dozen physical contact cards. So we've got hundreds of over the internet.
Yeah.
Like there's a database over the internet that people keep track of. But before the internet, there was postcards,
Yes.
and we would send postcards back
Yes.
and forth to each other. So we've got probably about close to a dozen, I think right around a dozen physical cards from other people that want us to send them postcards from the Ashtabula County 250 celebration. So we are working on getting that together and sending those out.
I think I have a few of these.
You do.
I have a few of these.
Do you
on,
want-
so
you wanna
I will give
Put
those
some
to you, and you
package
can,
thing together that we
yeah,
can put
yeah.
together with them.
I
All
will
right, there
give
you
that,
go.
Yeah, to you, and you can send those out.
All right,
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What was the here? I'm going to interview you. What was the furthest away that you heard from? Vito.
Vito says several countries, but
Yeah, we
Maybe
did.
it
We
could
had a
be-
couple different countries contact. Oh, here was one of the great things.
Yes. I
This
remember.
this is awesome. So we're a special event station. There's another special event station that takes place around the 4th of July. It's actually 13 special event stations.
Okay.
It's one for each of the 13 colonies.
Oh,
They hunted us. They found, not kidding at all. They found out that we were a special event station celebrating out of Ashtabula, and their special event station started calling us.
that just is amazing.
As
to me.
far as farthest country, I remember one that sticks out. Didn't we get Taiwan?
I believe Taiwan is on the list. Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
just heard that's a
amazing.
Vito will
15
correct me
hour
if not.
flight from us.
15 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That is absolutely wonderful that you guys were able to, send the message of Ashtabula out to the world like that. Yeah. Oh, thank you for doing that.
And we did it and still helped out.
Yeah, and still
I got lots of sunburn.
Yeah, yeah.
And he uses a lot of our bug spray.
And it took me a month to recover. I'm just saying. I'm still
Well,
recovering.
and that's why we're here today and not 2 weeks ago.
I tried. I really tried. Yeah.
Vito says he's double checking now.
Oh, he's going to look in the logs and see what the farthest away was. That's good. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And man, and it was good. It was, it brought our clubs locally here together too,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of camaraderie that was built on that day there with them too. And we're even looking at doing maybe some more stuff between the two clubs, not just. I think we're talking about doing a Christmas party together now, and a
Nice.
couple other things.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty awesome.
Oh, I think that's wonderful. I think that, we should come together, you know, regardless of just what you were saying. We should come together, and if what you helped us with is part of that, I think that's great. Oh, yeah, we do have pictures.
We got some pictures.
Yeah.
Shocking, and I'll play some pictures.
Okay, can we see the
awesome.
pictures while we're talking? Is that not how it works anymore?
No.
Sorry, guys. We had some technical difficulties on the way in, and when we turned on everything in the studio, it wasn't working right, and we're kind of hacking together on some of our old setups. So
The pictures that we handed over are pictures that our arts and entertainment folks had someone going around taking pictures on the day. She got some pictures from the parade. She got some pictures.
These will be parade pictures that I'm
Okay.
playing now.
Yeah. And
we
then
can see 'em.
yeah, we can see him on this side.
There's the sheriff.
Yep, there's the sheriff. Well, yeah, that's the sheriff's.
Is that the one that needed help for parking?
No, it was the county sheriff that needed help.
Yeah.
yeah, it was the county sheriff.
Yeah.
And-
Okay.
And there was actually a guy who got short with me. You can hold that picture up for a little while. There was a guy who got short with me, and I said to him, so the Eagles club had shown up right at the same time he was trying to leave.
Oh,
And he wasn't even in like the parade, I don't think. But the Eagles club showed up and they were coming in, and Andrew had told me, hey, they're coming down. There's 40 motorcycles coming down the road. So I'm trying to tell this guy to stop.
Yeah.
And he was starting to give me a hard time. And I'm like, look, there's 40 motorcycles coming down this road from the Eagles club. You can go, but if you hit one of them, I'm not responsible for what they do to you. And the 5 sheriffs that were standing from their AMRAD vehicle, they all just started laughing.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes you have to practice patience when you don't feel like you have any patience left. So these floats were absolutely wonderful. That's the Ashtabula Historical Society.
With their bean soup.
Yeah, with their bean soup. So yeah, we were grateful that they came out, and it was hot. It was so hot that
It
day.
was.
I melted a number of times, and a couple of times had to go recover. And they were in these outfits on that float
For like 2 hours.
for 2
in the
hours.
parade
Yeah,
lineup.
yeah. I was very impressed with them. So yeah, kudos to them. There
That's
was
the Grange.
that's the Grange. Yep,
They
the
had a great
Jefferson Grange.
display.
They did. I think probably no. I loved all of them, but I was really impressed. The Rettingers, the Percherons here. She sent me. Kelly is the woman walking on the side. She sent me a picture as she was walking on the parade.
Is that the Hackney?
It was so cool. Her name is Jan Sharp, this lady. It just, how cute is that? But so the picture that Kelly sent me was just so cool because you could see the horses walking forward. The horses had their hoofs painted.
Right, with glitter.
Yeah. This gentleman is Patrick. Patrick rode that. It's called a penny farthing, and he rode that pretty much the entire
He
parade.
was doing like loops
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah. Model T. We were very grateful to have them, and we've also since discovered that Model Ts don't like heat.
Or classic cars in general.
Yeah, or classic cars. So the 40 motorcycles that you escorted down did not make it to the
Not
end.
all of them.
Yeah, actually, when we were walking out, we were tailing them, and it was not far past the high school, and we saw a guy, and we walked up and asked him if he needed help, and he's like, "No, I was just low on oil and I overheated. I'll be okay. I just gotta let it cool off."
Yeah, that was a sad thing. It was a very hot day. Look, Friday we were out setting up for the festival the Friday before.
Yes.
And I was in like full meltdown because it was raining, it was storming, and
We were meant to get storms that night
And-
after
and-
setup.
and we did. Emily and I at 10 o'clock at night.
Yep.
We're back out. We had planned to be out of there at 8 o'clock, and we were done at 8 o'clock, but at 10 o'clock at night, Em and I were back out picking up little blue balls that the lady had set up her tent. One of the sponsors set up her tent in the field
With little giveaways.
with little giveaways, and it blew over.
Oh,
And
no.
so she had little blue balls, and they were all across the field. So there's Em and I out there, picking up blue balls all night long. Like, oh,
So it looks like we got a fire truck on the screen there.
that's from Morgan Township, I
Yes.
believe. Yeah.
Model T fire engine, is that what that is?
It's not a model. It's a 1930s, I believe. I can't remember, but it's from Morgan Township. or Morgan, yeah, Morgan Volunteer Fire Department. Yeah, I think so. But boy, is it just so amazing to have these people come out. And almost every one of them have said, I would do the parade again. I would do the parade
JCI
again.
Construction there. Those guys are pretty well known in the area.
They are. Yep. I was very grateful that they came in.
I think that's a 1930s.
1930s. Yep. And then I don't know if we got the one.
That's in better shape than my Dodge.
Yeah. My husband's too. So this is from the Lorello family. This is their train, the model train, and they use it in the Christmas parade. But my vision for it was that we would use it like your whistle stops. So we have some of the reenactors on there. They decorated it, and the idea was that the presidents used to do whistle stops.
Oh yeah.
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 So that was the idea behind that.
Yeah, they would
were
tour the country on the train, and
Yep.
they'd pull up to a stop.
Yep.
They'd blow the whistle a bunch of times.
Yep.
It was, I think there was a certain number of times they'd blow the whistle, and everybody knew that was the president, and he would do his soapbox speech, and then they would move on to the next town.
That was the whole idea. We wanted to bring history alive. Emily had said to me early on, when we first started meeting with the commission in the commissioner's offices about the 250th, her vision was
like a World's Fair.
Yeah.
Where you would walk around and just experience this history.
Yeah.
And that was our walk of time.
Right. And so that was how we got the reenactors. That's how we tried to bring this to life. And so Kathy Milford ran with this, with the entertainers, the reenactors.
She did such a fantastic job.
Yeah,
They trained all year to do this.
They're still doing. They have one more show that they're doing. But yeah.
So what do we got here?
D-Day.
Oh, that's the D-Day shuttle bus.
Yep, the D-Day shuttle bus, and some of the folks from D-Day themselves. Cute little girls in there. But yeah, they were very kind and came over.
And that's coming up here pretty soon.
I think it's the week after next, isn't it? The week after next.
I believe it's the week, the Friday and the following weekend at the 14th of this month.
Yeah,
Wow, that's coming up quick.
it is. Yeah, it's the same time as the fair. The Ashtabula County Fair is the 11th through the whatever, a week of that.
I had that realization the other day, like I'm like, oh, D-Day. And there's a Amish benefit auction I go to every year, and I'm like, and that's on the first weekend.
Yeah,
And Pioneer Picnic is the last weekend. I'm like, summer's almost over.
I know, right?
It is.
Yeah, it's gone so quick. We were grateful. One of the things I keep talking. I'm sorry, guys. I'm probably talking too much. Sorry, Emily.
Not at all.
One of the things that
Emily's like, I don't have to say nothing. It's all
Sorry. One of the things that I wanted to make sure that we did, we had so much support from our veterans organizations, from the VFWs, from the American Legions. They were wonderful sponsors. Knights of Columbus. We just
Our
had
in-country vets.
in-country vets. They were just amazing to us. So I wanted to make sure that we represented them. So we reached out to folks that had military transports. We don't often see those in parades. In particular in Jefferson, you don't often see those. So we got this gentleman who has this transport. And then the guy that you're looking at right now, his name is Peter Booth. You'll see him probably, I think, over in D-Day. He is a World War II expert. He came over, he rode on the back of that transport. And he also then he was set up in the Walk of Time. He has these tables. He has all this World War II memorabilia, his parents' things, just a wealth of information. This is from our Jefferson Depot. It's their bandwagon. And also in the back of that is a brass band playing, which is kind of cool. That's kind of what you would have seen on that bandwagon. I love this. I love, 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 love this. They called me and said, hey, we want to be in the parade. They usually are out at the Antique Engine Show, which is the same weekend in Williamsfield. But they came down and did the parade. That's a father and a son. It's just adorable. And then I can't remember if they pulled theirs over and parked on the Walk of Time or not, but I know that we had some over there.
We had a couple over there.
Yeah, a couple over there. And then, of course, we had the pageant queens.
Winterfest.
Winterfest, yep. Poor little things. Yeah,
But they're such champs.
they really
They
are.
really go out to all these festivals,
They
fully
do.
decked out.
They do.
They do such a good job.
This was amazing, like totally amazing.
I have to say, whenever they showed up, so they came in separate cars, and I would see their yellow shirt, and I'd be like, oh, unicyclists, every single time.
As I saw them come over the hill, I thought they were riding two, one on top of each other. I didn't realize how tall that back line was.
They,
Well, I didn't even get to see those guys.
They
at
just
all.
happened to be lined up right at the intersection where I was controlling traffic, and I got to watch them practice, and I'm like, man, you got to be real good to get up on one of those things, because once you're up there, if you mess up, you're on pavement.
Yeah, right?
They have like one coach walking behind them to catch.
It's just so, yeah. I would love to have them come back every single year.
The marching band, I didn't get to see them either.
No, yeah. My one get that I didn't get, my one want that I didn't get was I wanted all of the county marching bands. And it's just so hard because it's summer. It's hard to get them. But we were very, very grateful to Mr. Brazier that he was able to bring Jefferson's marching band to the parade. And he also brought an all-county band to the over to our what we called our Liberty Picnic Grounds, and it was members of all the county bands together.
So there was some representation there.
There absolutely
yeah.
was, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, now this is not the person that gave me a hard time in the red convertible. Just letting you know.
This is our Broadway star. His name is Manny Cadet, and he is actually on Broadway. He's been in The Lion King, Porgy and Bess, lots of different things, and he came down and he performed as an MC for us. Fun guy.
He was doing a good job. I got to
Yeah.
see him a little bit because by the time I got up to where our radio stations were, the tail end of the parade was still coming through. So and I heard him talking about like all the different people coming through. So that was very cool.
Yeah. Nice man.
It was nice to have someone that was willing to go on stage.
Right, yeah.
And say stuff.
Yeah. Because I did not want to be up there. Yeah.
So we had the 4-H guys out there.
We
And
did.
Who are these guys here?
There's 4-H as well.
Yeah, 4-H, yep.
That would be the royalty.
Yeah.
That's the Hackney.
There you go.
There you go. I saw her. She was coming down Satin Street,
Okay.
where the parking lot was.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like everything was over, and I was just going back to my truck, and I was like, "Hey, I really like that horse because I like Hackneys. I think
Yeah.
they're kind of cool horses,
She-
and that
she
one was
showed up-
particularly nice."
She showed up about when I thought everybody else had already gotten there, and I'm like, you're here for the parade? Oh, that starts in like 5 minutes, but she made it. It was awesome.
I'm telling you, if I could figure out how to get a mini horse in my backyard in Jefferson, I'd have one in a heartbeat. And also how to take care of it, which I don't know any of that. Yeah, I was so grateful that they were willing to bring the horses out because what a hot day to have them out there. But they did. How cute, right? This was such a great parade, and it was so long. It was an hour and a half, I think, total time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The who was that? And I don't know if they're pictured in here. The Pentecostal church. They
Yeah.
had a huge display.
Yeah. This is the Knights of Columbus. They are there's certain orders. They sometimes it's difficult because our they get to the age where it's harder to walk.
Is this the
so-
McCarthy order?
it's they get to an age where they can't walk, so they have to ride. And but these gentlemen were so great to be there.
And remember, this is July heat. That
Yeah.
They are fully
Oh,
decked out
they are
again.
in.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
But that guy
only-
looks like he needs a corncob pipe. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Only certain ones wear this uniform. I went to talk to them, and they explained all of the. I knew nothing about the Knights of Columbus, and they explained that stuff to me. This is the Masons, the Freemasons out of Rock Creek, and they actually had a spot on our Walk of Time too. Great. Jefferson Rotary, which Em and I are Rotarians, so this is near and dear to our hearts. Some of our younger Rotarians. That was the conversation station. That's Zonta. Yep. First Baptist Church out of, I think that's one out of Kingsville. Yep. We were glad to see them. That's their
think
part
this
of their
is
group as well, right?
Harvest Church, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly.
There you go. Look at you. Yeah. And then we've got I think that's
It's the
Democratic
Yep.
Party. And then I'm not sure. Is that still the Democratic Party?
I
Yeah.
think it is. Yep.
Yep. And we had the Republican Party I think they
They were up front.
They were up
I don't
front.
think we have photos.
Yeah, we didn't
in
get
this
photos at the beginning
slideshow.
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll forgive you for that.
They will. Yeah, they absolutely will. They were they were up with the commissioners.
Yeah.
Somehow or another that they got up with commissioners. But yeah.
Well, I know there was some confusion with where certain people were supposed to go.
Mhm.
So if somebody came and asked me more than 3 times and I knew what party affiliated they were, I sent them towards their
Okay.
particular party.
Okay. All right.
because and we could talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
The one thing that was confusing was you guys gave them all a participation
It
number
was my fault.
and
That was on me.
and a line number, and they
I
all
know.
thought their participation number was their number in line, and then we were trying to send them to where they were supposed to go.
Yeah.
And they
And-
said it so confidently, though.
Yeah.
They're like, I have number so and so. No. You have a new number now.
Yeah, that was my fault. I should have given you guys. Yeah.
It's
were
fine.
Emily, if
That
I
would be
were to
changed.
do it again, I would do it differently. I'm never going to do it again,
Okay.
but if I were to do it again, I would do that differently.
Sorry.
It was great, and it added to the fun and excitement of the day.
Thank you. See, it wasn't
That's what
terrible.
made it special.
It made it special. It wasn't horrible. Sorry. Yeah. It was a fun day. The parade was great. And then the kids area was so amazing. You guys
Yeah, they
got
had
to
a
see
slip
that.
and slide and like a ring toss thing and a
They
bunch of
had-
other
yeah.
stuff too.
They did even so I guess the best thing, Lisa Hawkins, who was with me the last time, she was in charge of the kids area, and she said that, I mean, she just couldn't say enough nice about it. The kids enjoyed the pie eating contest. The adults enjoyed the pie eating contest,
We
which
got some nice photos
we
of it,
did
too.
get nice photos of that, and we never anticipated the adults wanting to participate in that, and they did. We got these amazing photos. Those will go in. We're going.
All of these photos are
Yeah.
going to go into the time capsule.
They'll go into the time capsule.
Mhm.
And then we had a hay bale toss. We had a sack race. We had a cakewalk. We had just so much. And the kids, it was laughter from the minute it started until it ended. It was laughter, and that's what we wanted.
There's
over
no
there.
better sound than a bunch of kids playing and having a good time.
100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That was what we wanted.
We got some chats over there.
Your dad said, Nemo's dad, how hot was it? Because the really hot temperatures were early in July in Cleveland Heights.
Yeah, so it was humid. It
Mm.
wasn't as hot as it could have been, and I think it was in the that's what I was just going to say. It was in the 80s. We were in these shirts, and we were running from one end to the next, I think.
Constantly on the move.
Constantly on the move. We were grateful that we had some organizations donate golf carts to us, like Hickory Grove. Jeff out there gave us a couple of golf carts to use. I brought mine. We had Sunset Transportation gave us a couple,
And
we
they did
needed
a
'em.
bunch of shuttle service too, right?
They were
did.
so wonderful. So we had some of you guys were down there. We had parking down at the fairgrounds, and Sunset was providing shuttle service all day long, from 10 a.m. until after midnight, shuttling people down back and forth.
That's a lot of work all by itself.
It is. It is. And then they were set up down at the festival for the return shuttle. They were playing games. They had like a little tent set up playing games with people that were waiting for the shuttle. He was great. I think it's Adam is his name. Eric Adam. Oh, I forget. Anyways, he was wonderful.
But another local business pulling their
100%.
weight. So thank you guys for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was all the local organizations. We had, I think it was over 60 sponsors, organizations, businesses sponsoring this. We could not have done what we did without that.
And the food. the food vendors were amazing. There was so much
Bless their
quality
hearts.
food vendors
Yes,
out
yeah,
there.
Yeah, we I called them, and I know they thought that I was like feeding them a line.
Well, we weren't sure.
No, we had no way of knowing. You don't know when you put one of these on if you're going to end up with 100 people or 5,000 people. And we had been told by like powers to be, plan for a large crowd, and I talked to you guys about that. Like, I think we're going to have a large crowd. That's what they're telling me, which I started to then, have a little bit of a panic attack. So I called the food vendors and I said, okay, look, I don't know, but I'm told plan for 5,000 people. That's how many we think, 5 to 10,000 people is what we're going to have.
More than that.
Yeah, I think we had more than that. If I were to guess, I'd say maybe 7,500 is what we had in there, I would say. But that's coming and going all day long. So right after the parade happened, they had lines and they were running out of food. They were completely running out of food, and so much so that they had to resupply. They had to get people coming in to resupply them. So they had a great time. And as we were walking down the line at the end of the evening, I had to go and meet with each of them at the end of the evening, right before fireworks. Let me know next year. I'll be here next year. Let me know next year. I'll be here next year.
That's a good sign.
I am not doing this next year.
I'll
But
tell
you
you
know
what.
what? That's such a great sign from the vendors.
Yeah.
If your vendors are begging to come back next year, and just volunteering automatically, you've done something right.
I'll tell you what, that Hawaiian
I love him.
cuisine guy, that is some of the best chicken I've ever had in my
Yeah.
life.
If you have never seen his TikTok, he's amazing. I love it. And I told him that. I think his name is Miko.
Yeah, that sounds
Miko.
right.
Yeah. He gets on there and you've got to, when you have a business, as some of us know, you've got to be really good at being a little bit of an extrovert. And that man he is completely an extrovert, and I love it. Yeah.
Vito in the comments agrees that the Hawaiian truck was awesome.
Yeah. Evie's Luau. Shout out to Evie's Luau. Yeah. He was great. All of them were great. I know that Crooked Taco ran out. I know that Blowing Smoke was doing great. And
Blowing Smoke comes. I think they come out to the Pioneer Picnic, and they do half chickens, right? Yeah, they're the ones that do the half a chicken or like half a chicken, and their food is awesome, amazing food.
Nita's Farm Fresh was there. She was doing great. We had a brand new one called Nights Who Need, and it's a pizza place. I tried their pizza before the event. I didn't get to eat anything. So I don't know anything, but they were good. So look for them out on the road. They're really good. We had a young girl, her name is Brandy. She is the Fizzy Philly, I think is what it's called. She does, the big rage now is these dirty sodas. And she does these dirty sodas. And she said, I never stopped the whole night, Tina. It was just crazy. And it was she's really good.
We know a vendor who does Squeezed, and they do lemonades.
Yeah.
And they could easily do the dirty lemonade thing if they were allowed to do alcohol. But they're quite possibly some of the best lemonades I've ever had. And I don't know whether they were out there for you guys or not.
They weren't. We were trying to, protect the people that were out there and let them, thrive in their lane. So we were trying to be really careful about, selecting who we asked to come in so that we didn't have a lot of people stepping on them. We were supposed to have a popcorn person. I don't think he showed up, unfortunately. So we didn't have a lemonade person.
Rykus is sad to hear that because he likes popcorn.
I'm like one of the biggest fans of popcorn.
Yeah, me too. And we had him placed over in the kids area thinking,
oh man,
you come in there.
Made a killing.
Oh yeah. And the ice cream ladies were over.
Some caramel cheese flavored popcorn. He would have sold out.
I was at an event the other day in Jefferson, and there's a girl doing cotton candy and popcorn. She was at Wine and Walleye actually too. Dill pickle
Cotton
candy.
Oh,
She
weird.
does dill pickle popcorn, but she's also taken that and made it into cotton.
I've tried the dill popcorn. It's a bit of
We'll
a
say
taste.
it's an acquired
It's
taste.
got
How
to be
about
an
that?
acquired
If you
taste.
like it,
I'm
you must
sure there's
really like
people out
it.
there that love pickled popcorn. I'm not
sorry.
gonna. I think I would not try it.
That's all the rage.
Good luck
now.
though.
Yeah,
Good
right.
luck and
Yeah.
good on you for
One of my
trying.
favorite flavors for popcorn is Cajun. Cajun
Yeah.
popcorn.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But well, dill pickle is the thing. My grandson loves dill pickle sunflower seeds. All these little kids in the dugout in Little League, they're popping these sunflower seeds and dill pickle. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't know. It's craziness. But anyways, yeah. So we had a lot of great food vendors. You're right, and they all did wonderfully. They really kept up with the demand, which was amazing. And the wagon rides were. I love to see the wagon rides. They were just so. It was just the sensory part of it for me to hear the clip clop and to see the wagon go through the depot.
And I don't know who came to the back of the line to try and save us. I think me and Andrew, we were walking and we're like, we should have had our club flag up here because, we had it so we could stake out. And I'm like, I should have brought the club flag for the radio club with me because I was literally like walking behind the last people and I was still waving to people like I was part of the parade because I was dressed in the uniform. So I was like, I'm like, hey, but we should have had our flag with us. And I was kicking myself for not doing it. And then after we found the guy with the broken down motorcycle, somebody came up to us with a golf cart and asked us if we wanted a ride. And we were like, no, we're okay.
You guys said that to me.
Oh, see, there we go.
You're like, no,
I was gonna say,
got
Nemo.
this.
This person came up and offered us a ride.
Well,
Sorry, I was tired. I didn't know.
I will say, yeah, we were both like, oh man, I am so glad I have water right now. If I didn't have water, it would not have been good. But one thing I'll say personally from being back there, the fire, EMS, and police guys were having so much fun with their sirens.
And
I was laughing so hard.
Here's the thing. So I was saying thank you to all the people who were leaving as they were going through the parade. And as the EMS guys were coming by, I'm like, thank you, and thank you, and thank you. And they were like right back at me, thank you. Yeah, you, thank you. I was like, all right.
I love it. That's so adorable. Yeah, I mean, and that's the whole thing. I think everybody was in the mood. They were in the spirit. And if you ever get the chance, don't be intimidated. Be in a parade.
Oh yeah.
It is
For any reason.
For
Be in
any
a
reason.
parade.
It is so much fun because it doesn't matter. Just be in a parade. It's fun to wave at people and to see the excitement. Be in a parade. Once in your life, be in a parade.
Yeah, that was my first time being in quote, I say in air quotes, in a parade since I was a Cub Scout. And I gotta say, it was pretty funny being at the back of a parade like, hey, wait, I'm on the outside of this. I'm directing traffic. I used to be the little kid throwing candy at people,
I had two of my vendors from our shop, like kind of, you guys didn't do a very good job at your parade marshaling because they snuck in. They came in the parade. Came down to take pictures. Some of my vendors put a float in for our store, and so they came down to take pictures of them. And afterwards, they were like, "Well, we were in our golf cart, and we've got our red, white, and blue on." And they snuck in the parade, and they went through the parade waving at everybody. And they said it was the best time they ever had.
Well, there are a couple things that did happen that I won't mention on camera, but we could talk after the show.
Well, maybe I don't want to know.
Well, we're coming up to the end of the hour. You mentioned you had a shop. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, of course I do. Em and I have the Refinery Vintage Market, and it's in Jefferson at 39 South Chestnut Street, right in the heart of Jefferson. It is a vintage and antique store. We are a vendor mall, so we have about 20 plus vendors, and we're open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 4, Saturday 10 to 3, and Sunday from noon to 3. And it's a lot of fun, obviously, because we're there. Definitely come out. If you've never been, come for a visit. We have everything from, MCM pottery to, I was telling these guys earlier, cards, baseball cards, and, everything in between. Everything in the kitchen sink sometimes. I have 2 wash tubs up there right now. So yeah, everything in the kitchen sink.
Well, maybe I'll have to come snag one of those from you because I could use another one.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
So go check them out. Ashtabula 250 celebration is enshrined on our set here.
Oh, thank you.
And it won't. It's a permanent part. So as we do hobby stuff and go out on the road and do things, we make it a part of our set. So everything up here is part of something that we've done.
Oh, Well, thank you very much. And again, we can't say thank you enough for all the help and for getting the chance to meet you guys. It's really been an honor.
Well, hey, thanks for coming in and sitting in with us again, sharing all the pictures that I didn't get to see while I was out working the parade. If you guys want to help us out so that we don't have to keep switching our equipment around, go over to ashtabulahobbytalk.com, donate us with a Ko-fi account. We could sure use the help keeping the show going. And
We have Vito in the comments asking about the 250 blankets. You wanted
250
one, but
blankets.
Yep. So we do still have some of the 250th commemorative blankets. You can reach out to me, or I am going to send them over to the Ashtabula County Fair. They'll be in the Covered Bridges log cabin for sale.
Okay, there you go. Vito, go find him in the log cabin.
get
And,
'em.
Yeah.
and I have her number if you need it to get in contact with her, just to make sure you get that information.
That's
I'll,
right.
I'll get to
Yep.
Vito's our vice president for the radio club,
Oh,
so
okay.
he's cool.
You can find me at the refinery too.
Yeah, you can find her at her shop over there in Jefferson. So there you go.
Yep.
And we've got a couple things coming up here. What do we got coming up?
Locally,
Locally,
there's D-Day.
well, there is D-Day coming up, and
We have Pioneer Picnic at the end of the month.
we have Pioneer Picnic. Our radio club's going to be out at Pioneer Picnic. We are supposed to be getting a special event call sign. I don't know what happened to that. You're going to have to email them tonight or tomorrow and find out why we don't have confirmation on our special event call sign, because we were going to do for them what we did for you guys, because that's 136 years of a festival.
What was the
that-
turnaround for the Ashtabula 250th one?
like 2 days.
Okay, so we
It
have
was
time
less
to
than 2
resolve
days.
that then. That's good.
Yeah. It was less than 2 days. That's it. We don't go through Laurel anymore. I mean, no, we love Laurel. They're our VE guys. That's it. That's pretty much all we got, except for like, share, subscribe.
Well, this Saturday is my wife's birthday.
Happy
So,
birthday.
happy birthday.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to sing. Can we sing happy birthday?
I
on
think the
YouTube?
copyright on that
You don't
actually
need to sing it. I
recently just like
wanted to say it.
went
Well,
into
happy
public,
birthday.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yes,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
See?
She needs a nice present. I know I know a place she could go.
We
Just
probably
saying.
still gotta your shop. That's a good idea.
Yeah, just
We
give her
probably won't be able to
$100
get
and
there
send her
Saturday
down the
because
road.
we're stuck at our shop.
Yeah, that's
But if you're
true.
open Sunday,
yeah.
we can probably make it out
Yeah,
there.
there you go.
Hey, we're doing a Parks on the Air on Sunday, aren't we?
Yes.
All right. Vito, we're doing a Parks on the Air on Sunday, so check us out.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow,
all right,
that's-
be
that's
out
some
there
pretty
doing
real time,
That's real time. That's way more real time than we were doing before. All right, so we'll be out doing Parks on the Air at Geneva State Park, right? Is that what
Oh,
said?
he was replying yes to the copyright expiring for the happy birthday song. I was
Oh,
right.
all right, very good. Whatever. So we might be a couple seconds behind still. Anyway, we're gonna be doing that. So come look for us out there. Saturday, I got the Amish benefit auction over in Pierpont, across the street from Pioneer Picnic.
I'm gonna try rushing after we close the shop. We might close the shop early Saturday to catch the airing of Spider-Man at the
That's
Ashtabula-
coming out.
Oh, I so want to see
at the Ashtabula Mall.
You know what I did do, and this is on topic, and I know we're dragging it out a little bit more, but I went and saw Young Washington. Have you guys seen that?
No,
No.
not yet, but I've seen previews.
You need to go. You're in the history, right? Yeah, so you would love it. I went and saw it only because normally I don't go see stuff like that because it's so twisted from whatever. But I saw the director, who also did House of David, I think, and he was talking about how they were trying to stay close to the history behind them. There was a few things he admitted that he twisted on, but they were kind of minor. But it's the story of George Washington before he became the George Washington that founded our country.
That
So
is
it's
fascinating.
an entire story of him through the British military and all the events that shaped him as a person, that made him the person
Yeah,
who he
yeah.
is.
You've
His
been watching.
adventures,
You've
yeah.
been watching all of these and on the lead up to the 250th.
Yeah, as I was like prepping the decorations, I was watching all the documentaries that Netflix was releasing.
Yeah,
Well, that's fun.
Yeah, go see it on the big screen before it goes away.
yeah.
It's not in the Ashtabula Mall anymore.
Oh,
I wanted to go see it. I missed my opportunity.
well,
Spider-Man is.
Spider-Man's next.
Is that
on the
starting
list.
on Saturday?
It's starting today or Friday.
Ooh,
Friday.
man, I wonder if it's sold out.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Could
Shoot.
be. I always like to wait a week.
Yeah, right.
I do too, but it's my wife's birthday, so
There you
Splurge.
yeah.
Splurge. Go to Highmark.
go.
Or what's the smokehouse place over in the harbor there? They've got pretty good food there too.
Oh,
Yeah, Briquettes.
Briquettes,
Yep.
yeah,
I like them too.
We
So-
dress up though, and then go to dinner.
Yeah.
Captain's Comics will be closing a little early on Saturday, so
Whoa, and rightfully so.
Yes.
Rightfully so. All right.
that's all I got.
Like, share, subscribe.
Hobby on.
Follow us on YouTube and Hobby On.
Hobby on. I don't have an outro